Hello, everybody. This is Fernando for the latest Godzilla podcast. Another new event that happened with the Godzilla 2014 film. This time happening today. It looks like we had another Facebook Q&A with Gareth Edwards, who's of course the director of the Godzilla film. The last one he did was about, was it 2 or 3 weeks or so back, somewhere around there. And while he didn't provide much information with regards to that Q&A, that was before, I guess you could call, the embargo was lifted, and now he's able to provide some pretty good detail with some answers, some questions that some fans have sent to him. I've included a link to the Facebook page that showcases everything he's had associated with this particular Q&A. So if you have a chance, check it out on here. It's definitely something that you'll be able to enjoy. So I'll post some of the particular questions that stood out here, and I'll talk about them here. So here we go. One of the Facebook fans asked Gareth, when will you decide if you want to make a sequel? And he writes, it all depends on when you guys go see the film, whether it's a hit. So get out there May 16th. We've already heard that he has an interest with a sequel, and he wants to plan it around a Monster Island type theme. So there's absolutely some talk already with regards to the sequel, but he is kind of right. It's the success associated with this first film that'll decide whether everything moves forward or not, much like what happened with Pacific Rim. Pacific Rim, though, is more of a gray area because it made just enough, I guess you could call it, to have a slow profit, but not enough to set the world on fire. So it'll be interesting to see what happens exactly with that movie. But if Godzilla definitely does 500 to 600 million, then we have a very good chance of having something with regards to the sequel. Another Facebook fan asked, just pretty much straightforward, they asked, atomic breath, yes, no? And then he simply responded, you'll have to see the movie, and he left it at that. So with regards to the atomic breath, we've obviously seen promotional images with the games associated with his atomic breath, and we've seen the toys associated with Godzilla's atomic breath. So unless those two items are lying to us, pretty much you can bet that there'll be an atomic breath scene within the film. So him saying you'll have to see the movie, he's not approving or denying it, but rest assured you'll have something like that in there. Someone else asked, what is the height of Godzilla? And he responded 350 feet, again confirming that that's the largest size yet. And someone else asked, what's the most difficult part of settling on the new Godzilla's overall look? And he responded, trying to find a strong silhouette from all angles was like solving a Rubik's Cube. That's the thing that I had talked about in one of my other videos, where, strange as it sounds, it took him and his team a full year, 1 year, 365 days, 12 months, to try to find out the design of a new Godzilla that would work. And I say that's strange because, and when all things are said and done, the new Godzilla looks pretty much 95% like the old Godzilla. There's nothing really much changed, short of maybe some new gills on the sides of his neck, and then maybe his increased size, but that's about it, really. It's nothing like the 1998 film, which was a complete redesign on that part. So, okay, I guess that'll be it. So, someone else asked, where did you get the name Muto from? And he simply responded, it stands for Massive Unidentified Terrestrial Organism. It's basically the UFO of monsters. So, what that makes me wonder is there something else, like a world within the Godzilla franchise where you have people that try to track these things, much like here, obviously, today we have people that are fanatics about UFOs. We have others that are fanatics about ghosts. We have others that are fanatics about cryptids and monsters, essentially. So I wonder if within the Godzilla world there are people there that adamantly believe there is, or there are, large monsters within the world, and nobody has been able to prove it, but they've called it Muto as the acronym for it. So someone else asked Godzilla and screen time, and he said 2 hours, so not too long, not too short. Good stuff on there. Someone else asks, Gareth, it's my understanding you previewed the movie for reps from Toho. What was their response? Were they pleased with your efforts? And he said, I wasn't there in person, but I was told that they were thrilled and felt excited that there was finally a Godzilla movie for adults as well as for kids. So that was something where I think it was maybe about 2-3 weeks ago. There was a brief news clip that stated that the Godzilla film was indeed screened for the Toho reps, and they came back with a very positive response. So very good stuff on that part. I don't know again how those same Toho reps felt about the 1998 film, because nothing was really ever reported for that. I don't even think it was screened, if I recall correctly, for regular audiences, let alone the Toho reps. So there was no advance sentiment on that part. But here, at least we have the Toho executives giving a positive word with that on there. Somebody else asked, they tried to be a little spoilerific, but they asked, which Toho monsters besides Godzilla would you like to see to be realistic in the sequel film? And he said, if I told you that, it would spoil all the fun. So that makes me believe that, again, as I had talked about a couple of weeks back, there was this screening where the huge secret was revealed within that film, or within the scenes, and everyone was sworn to secrecy, the confidentiality agreement that they cannot reveal what that secret is. Makes me wonder if this is it. If there's something associated with like one of the classic Toho monsters either in the film or teased to be in any upcoming sequel. So I wonder if that's something like that. If anyone has heard anything related to that, be sure to post your comments on there. But otherwise, it's been pretty tight-lipped. Nobody has mentioned anything with regards to what that secret was that was given at that special screening in London. So it'll be interesting to see what that turns out to be. But anyways, that's a quick justification of what we have as far as the Q&A. Again, check out the link when you have a chance. You'll see everything that was asked on there, and then that way you'll be able to try to get some more stuff associated with this. So alright, everybody, thanks again as always. Take care. Bye.